All right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this month's Global Healing event. I apologize. This is a week later than I normally do it, but things just happened last week and I just basically forgot about it. So here we are. And this is our healing event. Let's get us going here. All right. So we do this event once a month, and today I'm going to shift my approach just a little bit. Each month, normally we do a little meditation and tapping to focus on out there, the rest of the world, what our energy is doing around the rest of the world. Today, we're going to go inward a little bit more. And so just bear with me. I think you'll benefit from this. So welcome to everyone who's joining us from everywhere. The first thing I invite you to do is just take a really deep breath and get yourself as present to this moment as you possibly can. Just be here now. Eliminate any distractions. Turn off your phone or whatever so that you can be here present for 20 minutes. I figure we can all be present for 20 minutes. I'm going to turn off that sound so we don't have to keep hearing that. All right, so I'm so glad you're all here. And these are our objectives for this event for today. We're going to use our own greatest power to calm ourselves and create inner peace. If you did nothing else in your life to change the world, I think this is the most important thing, is gaining inner peace. Just sense into your inner body right now as you breathe in and get grounded and centered and present. And notice if you have any energy that is anxious or out of whack, or, it doesn't take much to get us into, get us out of homeostasis and into a little fight or flight, like little or a lot of fight or flight, which is what most people are living in most of the time. And I want us to get calm and centered no matter what's going on. So practice being calm and centered, not just on this call, but as you go through the day. If you suddenly realize that you're not calm and centered, take a moment to get calm and centered. And we're going to practice that today. By doing this, we do send healing, calming energy out to all of humanity and all of the planet. The planet has its consciousness and its vibration, and we're a part of that. We can add to it in a calm way, or we can add to it in an anxious way. We are going to learn and be reminded to be the change we want to see in the world, and to consciously evolve and stay present. Take another nice deep breath in and notice any anxious feelings or stress or anything out of whack in your body. Just notice it. Don't try to do anything about it. Don't try to label it. Just notice that it's there and send that loving attention, energy to the energy in your body. I want you to realize that any sensation you feel, any thought you have, any emotion you have is energy. They're all energy. And so the best way to resolve any of that is with a calming energy, what I call non-resistant energy. So on the screen, we're reminded that in the field of pure potentiality, where anything is possible, it's also called the field, the matrix, the quantum field, the morphic field, and other things. All things exist at once. All times exist at once. We haven't always kept track of time as humans. That's a relatively new thing for humans. And it's a wonderful thing to keep track of time, but it also can be really limiting. We're going to do some tapping. And before we do that, I want you to think about these things. And as you notice these energy imbalances in your body, just notice them as energy. You might say, God, I feel really anxious today. Or I feel really upset today. I'm really angry today. I'm frustrated. I'm scared. Notice any negativity that you have going on in your body. And you can label it. You can start by labeling it however you would normally label it. Take a deep breath. And as we do this next part, the tapping part, I'm going to invite you to take the label off of it and observe this sensation in your body as energy. Okay, so start by tapping on the side of the hand and say, even though I have this negative feeling in my body, and you can repeat that. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And I choose to observe this negative sensation as energy. Take a really deep breath here. Tap on the top of your head and say, this energy on the eyebrow, I'm choosing to observe this energy. Side of the eye, it's not right or wrong. Under the eye, it's not good or bad. Under the nose, I don't need to try to get rid of this negative energy. On the chin, and I don't need to try to hold on to this negative energy. Collarbone, I'm choosing to simply observe this energy. Under the arm without labels or judgments. Top of the head, and I'm allowing this energy on the eyebrow to do what it needs to do. Side of the eye. Without my resistance. Under the eye, without my control. Under the nose, I'm simply allowing it. On the chin, this energy. Collarbone, this energy in my body. Under the arm, and take a really deep breath here and say, I'm observing this energy. Okay, now reobserve that energy and notice if it's shifted at all, if it's changed at all, if the intensity's gone up or down. Just notice it. When we add a label to it, it allows us to be attached to the energy. It's like we want to connect with it. And labels can be helpful if we're trying to describe things, but if we were wanting to allow the energy to do what it needs to do, we have to take the labels off and just let it do its thing. All right, so as I said in the beginning, we're doing this global healing event a little different than normal. I want you to really know that you are creating your reality with your thoughts and your reactions to your thoughts and your reactions to your experiences. So I invite you, as you go through today and the next few days, as often as you can, get out of your head. Stop thinking, stop analyzing, stop trying to figure everything out. Every once in a while, we actually have to figure things out, but for the most part, we don't. And one of the fastest ways to get out of our heads is to help someone else. I started going to AA about, I don't know, 37 years ago. And that was one of the biggest things I learned, is that the way AA works is alcoholics helping other alcoholics, not trying to fix them or anything, just being of assistance, being a mentor, being a friend. And is there any way you can help somebody today? And you will have, if you decide you want to feel better and you're willing to help somebody, the universe will provide you with someone to help today or tomorrow. I promise you. And it's okay to reach out to someone and say, is there anything I can help you with, or anything like that? And it can be a small help, it's amazing what you can do to help somebody. Or it can be a big help, a huge help. You can help with your emotions or your emotional support. You can help with your physical support, your financial support. There's so many ways you can help other people. Maybe there's someone you know who needs food or needs some physical help or is feeling lost or confused. So many people these days are feeling lonely and they don't even know how to reach out to other people. So maybe someone just needs to hear from you today. Help someone else. And not with the motive of making you feel better, but that will be the ultimate result. And in this process of helping someone else, you can do it simultaneously or separately, but I encourage you to create and nurture true connection with other human beings, with one other human being, so you can get out of your head. And when you're with another person, notice, do you go into your head or do you go into your heart? Do you really listen, or are you listening and trying to figure out what you're going to say next? So be present with others when you're with them. Try this, even if you're going to run an errand today or do some work or meet with a client or anything like that, be as fully present as you can. Even if you're going to the grocery store, be present in the grocery store. I personally, I often walk around with a earbud in, listening to a podcast or a book or something. And I know when I do that, I am not fully present. And I like to use my walking time to listen to things, but I miss out on so much when I do that. What would life be like if we could really just do one thing at a time? I believe we can do it, but we have to practice. And one last thing I'm going to encourage you to do this week, this month, in order to help yourself and create global healing, is to get yourself out of your, what I'll call your dopamine addiction. And I think most people who live in the 21st century are dopamine addicted. Dopamine is a chemical, a hormone that's produced in our body. It's the up hormone. So imagine going, I went to Las Vegas recently for the first time. I spent 24 hours there, and I'm not the least bit interested in gambling. It didn't appeal to me. The whole thing was weird, but we went there. My sister and I went to Las Vegas to go to a concert. And if you want to see dopamine addiction, go to Las Vegas. People, I mean, that's what Las Vegas is all about. It's anything to get your dopamine levels up, and they're easily addicted. But we do it to ourselves. You don't have to go to Las Vegas. If you are constantly checking your phone, if you watch the news at all, I encourage you, just turn off the news. Don't watch the news. You don't need to know what's on the news, I promise you. Turn off your screens for various lengths of time. Just turn them all off and get out of your house. Go out. Imagine going out for a walk without your phone. It's kind of a weird thing, but that's what we need to start doing. And notice the other ways in which your dopamine goes up. Shopping, especially online shopping, complaining, fear mongering, making sure other people know what they should be afraid of, porn, so many things that make us feel out of alignment, and on and on and on. And I want us to begin to level out our dopamine fixes. You know, we can go on a fast, a dopamine fast. And if you're having any kind of health or weight issues, I promise you this type of thing is playing a part in it. Because your body, when it goes into fight or flight, it retains fat, it retains unhealthy toxins, your brain doesn't work right. And I'm not saying do everything all at once. Just take one of these things that I'm suggesting to you and get yourself in a more peaceful place. Just get yourself really calm. Get some exercise. Go out in nature without your device. If you're going hiking and you take your device for safety reasons, take your device, but leave it off in your pocket or in your backpack and go out just for a little while. If you can't go hiking somewhere, it's this perfect time of year to go walk in the grass. Get yourself grounded to earth. Notice all the beautiful nature all around you. Go early in the day. There's so many ways. So again, if we want to heal the world so-called out there, we need to really take care of what's in here. Okay. We did that. So let's take just a moment to focus your attention on your heart. You can place your hand on the center of your chest to bring your focus to your heart. Just feel in there and breathe into your heart. The heart is an amazing organ. It has neurons, just like the brain has. So it turns out we have neurons in our brain, we have neurons in our heart, and neurons in our gut. So far, that's where neurons have been located. I wonder if there are more. These are our communicators. So just breathe into your heart. And sense into your heart. Close your eyes if you can. And I'm just getting this urge to say, love yourself. Just love yourself. In the best possible way. Love yourself as you make mistakes. Love yourself as you are human. Love yourself as you don't do what you said you were going to do. Still love yourself. Accept yourself as you are right now. One more deep breath in and out. Oops, we're going to do that. And you can do this anytime, as often as you like, for your inner peace, which creates global healing. And it helps you consciously evolve past this. You know, we're ready to evolve. You can feel it if you're in tune at all with what's going on. We're ready to evolve into something greater and greater. And you can do it yourself. You can do it with others. And when we do this work, we really do make a difference. If we're doing it alone, we're a drop in the ocean, but we're still a drop. And when we do this work with others, like we're doing right now, we exponentially multiply our results. So imagine yourself expanding and growing in your consciousness, and then just sort of energetically reach out to the others on this call, or the others who are listening to the recording of this call, and know that we're all doing it together more and more. And when we hold the feelings of calm that we create here, we offset chaos in a quantum way. So no matter your language, your culture, the color of your skin, your religion, your personal past, this will work for you. You can be responsible for your own well-being. Only you can. Okay, this is the language of spirit, and it transcends all perceived barriers. So I invite you to invite your friends and family or anyone to join us. We do this once a month here, and we will be back on our regular schedule next month. On the final Wednesday of each month, we do this global healing event. And then on the first Thursday of each month, which in this case happens to be tomorrow, I host my monthly tapping meetup. And if you'd like the recording of today's call, please email your request to me at helen@helenmcconnell.com, and just put Global Healing Event Recording or something like that in the subject line. I'll be happy to send you a link to the recording. And before we close today, I just want to thank you. I want you to feel my gratitude for you being here, for you being willing to take this time, this energy to ground yourself and calm yourself and spread that calming energy out all around you as you go through the day today. All right. Thank you all. We'll see you next time.